Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Awesome Gamer ITTV, and today I'm going to be doing like some sort of like series that I planned on doing for quite a bit now. I plan on doing like a Race to Space kind of thing, where I go through like each individual mod and kind of review them. So today we've got Applied Energistics, I believe. But let's go check into that. So hold on. Let me go to multi-MC, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I was wrong. So today our first mods are going to be Mo Swords and Security Craft. Now I am going to be, I'm just going to go in ABC order. So let's go into our Discord. Let me switch over here. So I'll be right back with you guys in just 1 second. Why is it not stopping? Okay, so I am on my desktop. Going to the Discord. I haven't quite updated this mod list yet, but it will be updated. One thing I can tell you though is that the first couple of mods should still be the same. After this video, the mod list should be updated. So let me drag it on over to this one. Okay. So if we come down to here it is, mod list. Here's our mods. So first one right here, Actually Additions and Applied Energistics 2. That is our first two mods. I've said like 3 different things, but that's actually our first two mods. Next video will be Archimedes Ships, Armor's Workshop, Big Reactors, Better FP, Biomes of Plenty, Big Reactors, Build, Craft, and Block Armor. You know, I'm just going to go through the list like that. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Also, there will be a link in the description to join this Discord if you want to join. Also, this series is supposed to be mainly for my lobby world, and I will be adding a mod that lets me watch YouTube like inside the game, so I can do it. So I am going to load up the game here. And okay, so I do have a couple of quick announcements before we go into this world. Is that one, I have uploaded the pack to Twitch. The reason being is Technic Launcher does not want to work. I have tested it out. I uploaded it on Technic. No matter what I did, the instance was exactly the same as it was on my multi-MC. As you can see on multi-MC, it is working. I use multi-MC to develop the mod packs that I have uploaded and everything as well. But Technic Launcher would not load it, so I moved it over to Twitch. Twitch launch, I will put a link in the description for Twitch. It's pretty simple. It's on the Twitch launcher, and I also put a link to download the .zip file, and you can import it through Twitch that way, but it just makes a lot more sense to actually download it on the launcher, because it'll set up everything for you. Also, another thing is I'm using these headphones because they are plugged into my new Yeti microphone that lets me kind of monitor the audio. So it sounds I'm hearing exactly what you're hearing right now, and I know exactly what it's going to sound like when the video comes out. You can probably tell a quality difference. Eventually, I'm going to have it up against my mouth, like. I accidentally muted it, but yeah, it will be against my mouth like this. So yeah, don't worry about it. It will happen eventually. But setting this thing back down, you'll notice as well, I do have the refresh button. It will be removed on your version of the client. But anyway, let's go ahead and create a new world. So we'll call this our mod review world. We'll make it creative, obviously. We're going to make it a super flat. Let's make the top layer, let's see, remove layer, presets. Let's say, I don't know. I'm not sure. Can I not add layers? How do I... Alright, I think I'm just going to do like a snowy kingdom. So that's going to be like snow... Okay, whatever. Sure. Nah, I'm going to use... I'm going to use redstone ready because some of these things are going to require redstone. So yeah, I think that's good. Done. Alright, let's go into our new super flat world. Also, one last announcement. I've got the new microphone. I've got an arm right here. It's not quite ready. I need one more piece for it, and it'll be in use. That's how I'm going to have my microphone. And it's going to sound like this, and it sounds a lot better in my opinion, like this. But once it gets like this, I will actually have really good quality recordings. Okay, so we are loading in still. I'm going to set this back to the side here. As well, I do have everything set up my green screen, but I will have to move my room around. I can't exactly do it right now, but maybe next video it'll be ready. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm noticing a little house over here. I'm pretty sure it is a chisel house. Yes, it is. Okay, but anyway, that does not matter because today is Applied Energistics Day, so this is the first video that's gonna, be kind of not good because I have to get everything manually. But normally, in the next videos, I'll have everything set up in a chest to get it ready and everything. Alright, so Applied Energistics 2 and Actually Additions. So let's just say Actually Additions comes first because it's technically alphabetically first. So this kind of has a lot of stuff. So if we go at Applied, didn't mean to do that. Alright, so you'll notice here we've got a ton of stuff. So just in order to start off with, not Applied, shoot, I'm stupid. At Actually. So to start off with Actually Additions, you're going to need something called I'm trying to find it here. I can't find it. It's it's not auto, it's one of these machines, I think. I'll find it here in a second. Where is it? I'm pretty sure it is a chemical something. It pretty much changes your stuff. But anyway, you get the point. So first thing, when you spawn the world, you'll notice that I did get an Actually Additions manual. And it pretty much explains the world to you. It says it will have an update, but I can't exactly update to that because it is for 1.12.2 and I'm at 1.7.10. But later versions of the mod pack will be in 1.12.2. Just remember that. Okay, so let's see if I can find the machine here. Okay. I'll find it here in a second. Maybe it's not in this version of the mod. But let's just say you want a canola farm, right? Because canola will normally spawn around the world. Obviously I'm in super flats, that's not going to happen. So you get some canola. So you find a canola plant, you get canola. You get some of this canola, right here. You get about anywhere between 2 to 5. You get 3 seeds. This is about how much you will get from that. So then you need a canola press. And you're going to need some, what this canola press does is it takes your canola, using power by the way, so you will have to give it power. I will use a creative energy cell for all rest of this. For all these tutorials, I will be using a creative power cell. But you can't get this in the regular game, because hence the name creative power cell. So let me get a universal cable. Universal cable, right here, ultimate. Alright, so if we get our creative energy cell, power it up, okay. Now it's going to start turning into some canola oil. Now what canola oil does is, really the only thing you can do with it is kind of put it into a tank. So let's just get us a tank here to kind of store it. Fluid tank. Yeah, let's just get a ultimate right here. So yep, as you can see, it went into here, and there is 600 millibuckets of canola oil. So let's get some more canola. Let's get about 2 stacks. If you put that in there, each canola gives you about, I want to say, about like 200 or so, like 200. It just depends. I don't think it's quite the same every time. But anyway, now you need the power. So you're going to need canola for a couple things. So one thing is power. So if we go back to actually additions, there is a canola generator here. Oil generator, that's what it is. Yeah, oil generator. So if we place down our oil generator, you'll notice it will take canola oil and it will generate power. So let's just do that right now. So if we set it right there, maybe it needs to be like this. Okay, let's try this. What in the world? Okay, so wait, no, that's an oil generator. Wow, I'm stupid. Hold on. Canola. Let's see. It's been a while since I've used this mod, so bear with me here. I need to kind of do everything. Let me see if I can find it here. It's like a power, like an oil generator or something. Coal generator. Casing. Compost. Don't need that. Drills. I'll be back in 1 second when I find it. Oh. Okay, so I'm recording now. But I think what I'm thinking about is in a later version of actually additions. So it might not actually work like I wanted it to, which kind of sucks. But actually additions is kind of a hard mod to review because it's really just an all-around mod per se. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, there are a couple things that I would have to explain. I did find this thing, though, as well. So this will be somewhat the basis of the mod. There's quite a bit of stuff that can be made with this block. So, to make these Inori crystals, because a lot of things do require Inori crystals, I don't know why it's going off here. I'd greatly appreciate if you didn't. Come on. I'm not sure why, but anyway, it's what converts iron and redstone. So let's get some redstone. Let's get some iron. Iron. And let's get some lapis. Okay. So we've got our three things that can be converted with the atomic reconstructor. So let's go ahead and drop it. So those will get converted to redstonia crystals, I believe. So let's just time set day here. Here we go. So yes, we have redstonia crystals, and if we drop iron, it should give us Inori crystals. Yep, it does. Then lapis, I forget what lapis is. It gives us Pallas crystals. You can also convert diamonds. But you get the point, that's what that's pretty much for. Actually, additions is kind of a hard mod to explain, so I'll kind of skip over that one. But pretty much, actually, additions is kind of just a all-around, you know, place filler for things that you might need. So our next mod is Applied Energistics 2. It's actually a really small mod, so I might go ahead and just throw in another mod into this review today because it's really not much. So to start off with Applied Energistics 2, you will start off with Certus Quartz. Certus Quartz, you need Certus Quartz and charged Certus Quartz. They look pretty similar, but the charged ones have particle effects coming out of them. The normal ones do not. Also, they are ore dictionary to nether quartz, so you can use these to sharpen your tools in Tinker's Construct. Just a quick note. As well, these are the basis of the mod. So, the first thing you're going to need to make is a grindstone. I guess you could make a grindstone. You don't really have to make this, but this is the most basic thing you can make out of this mod. So this is your basic ore doubler. So if we get, let's say, some iron ore here. get some iron ore. Let's say about like 8. So we got 8 iron ore. So now we're going to stick that wooden crank on, and we're just going to hold down the crank. And eventually what will happen is, yep, the iron ore is getting grinded right now. So let's just hold it for a good couple of minutes. It takes a bit to crank, but once it's cranked, it gave me 2 pulverized iron, and I've grinded 2 already. So it's your earliest way of ore doubling. So that's one thing you can craft out of this. As well, you can make other things too, but our main thing is the ME system. This is the main reason why you get Applied Energistics 2 is the ME system. But there are other things to Applied Energistics 2 as well, like other stuff. But you're also going to need the charge surge quartz, because if you look here, if I click U, it obviously gives you some, hold on, let me go to a, oh my gosh, okay. Now uses for this. This is the recipe for the grindstone, by the way. Energy cell. You are going to need this. This is the first thing you will need for your ME system, because storage components are what makes the storage cells. Blank pattern. That's for auto crafting. Surge quartz wrench. I'm pretty sure that's kind of the mod's wrench. Cutting knife. I'm not sure about that. Alright. Formation core. Fluix. Here we go. In order to make fluix, you are going to have to drop 1 charged surge quartz and another quartz and a redstone in a puddle. So let's say, alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So it explains to us that fluix is coming from nether quartz. So nether quartz. So let's drop let's get like a stack of it. You get some redstone. So you get some redstone. And you get some charged surge quartz. Charged. This is one thing that you're going to need the charged surge quartz for. Is fluix. So now we need water bucket, I'm pretty sure, as well. So get a water bucket. Okay. So we take our charged surge quartz, drop them all in a puddle. And there you go. Look at that. We're getting fluix. That is how you make fluix right there. That gave me 2 stacks of fluix crystals. So fluix is used for a lot of things. It is pretty much used for, I believe it's used for the disk drive thing. Or maybe it's not. Okay. But pretty much fluix, you're going to need to get that stuff. Fluix is going to be used kind of throughout the mod. So yeah. Now, the next thing is, let's go ahead and go back to applied, is an ME system. So for ME systems, first thing you're going to need is an ME drive, which is going to take you, what did I just grab? Oh, don't need that. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need for an ME drive is, oh, right, I clicked the wrong button. Alright, so you're going to need 4 iron ingots, you're going to need engineering processors, and the glass cables. This is another, you're going to need fluix for this, so you need a quartz fiber, a pure fluix crystal, or just regular fluix crystal. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And then the quartz scriber, and then quartz fiber, and then any kind of glass with nether quartz, like any kind of quartz dust there. So that's how you're going to make that. And if we go back here, shoot, why do I keep doing that? If we go back here, that's how you make the glass cables. Engineering processor, you're going to need an inscriber. And then you're going to need printed silicon. You get printed silicon from using a inscriber silicon press and a raw silicon. You get that from inscribing a iron block. I'm not sure exactly how that works. So let's get an inscriber. Inscriber. Okay. So let's give ourselves that. So the inscriber, you're gonna need, I'm guessing you find this out in nature. A silicon press. Pretty sure, where do you get this from? I don't know, you'll have to look that up because I'm honestly not 100% sure where you get that from. But you get your silicon press, you get a, if we go back to applied, you're going to need to get, let me shut my door real quick, BRB. Alright, I'll shut my door, sorry, that happened. But you're going to need the silicon thing, so let me find it. They're these things. There it is. Printed silicon. Why is that not going there? Alright, well anyway, you get the point. That's how you make it. So go back here. ME drive, engineering processor. Oh, printed, right, you need a circuit. Okay, so, right. Alright, you need an engineering press. Engineering press. This video is terrible, but guess what? Engineering press. Okay, so we'll put down our inscriber. I know this is super hard to follow. Put down our inscriber. And I get a diamond. Now, it should start inscribing. Does it need power? I guess it needs power. Let's give it power. Creative energy cell, please. Creative. Give me the energy cell. Alright, and then I'm going to need to create the universal cables. Universal cables. Right there. And, okay, so let's see if this thing needs power. Yeah, it does. Okay. Now it's inscribing. So that will give us a printed engineering circuit, which then we can put that there. Let's just go ahead and get another inscriber. So you got our printed engineering circuits. Now you're going to need your printed silicon, so let's go ahead and go back to at applied. Printed silicon, where are you? Printed silicon. Alright, we'll find, alright, there you are. Now, in order to craft it, you need to get a silicon press and a piece of silicon, so I need silicon and a silicon press. So silicon press, silicon press. Only need one. Alright, here we go. Get rid of these. Get a silicon press and a piece of silicon. So this is not too hard. Silicon press. That gives you your printed silicon. So let's go ahead and give it power. Let's just hop it on over here. Okay, that's going to give it power. Yep. So now it's going to print out our silicon. Yep, get our printed silicon. We can put it over here. And then for the ingots, I forget what we need to put for the ingots. So let's go back to our at applied. Alright, R. Dang it. Why did I get that? Alright, hold on. R. Okay, so we've got our, now you need a piece of redstone in the middle, so let's put our redstone there. Now that's going to give you a logical processor. Now you need to do that engineering processor. Now you're going to need to do that recipe again, and that will give you a second one, which you will need to craft this. So once you've gotten all that, it will give you an ME drive. So we've got our ME drive. So ME drive. Now we've got more stuff to craft. So let's get through it. Let's go ahead and clear out some stuff. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is the power cell right here. Well, the controller. So if we come into here, the controller is pretty simple. Skystone block, which requires you to smelt skystone, which you do get from the ground. And I believe, yeah, you get it from the ground, you smelt it, and you get the skystone blocks. And then put those in the corner. You get pure flux crystals, and then you drop a flux seed. So in order to make pure flux crystals, you need flux seed made from flux dust and sand into a puddle of water. To make the process faster, add crystal growth accelerators. Okay, so drop a flux seed. So flux seed, which is made from flux dust. Flux seed. Yep. Give me this flux seed. Alright, flux seed. And then I need sand and a puddle of water. So give me water. Okay, so if we get a puddle of water, sand, flux seeds, what will happen? Nothing. Hold on, let me go back to the recipe. So controller. Where is it? Right. Right. Alright, so to make this, flux seed and sand. Oh, so it's taking a while. Okay, so we'll leave that there to do its thing. So while we cover up the rest of the recipe, so get the next thing, which is our engineering processor, which we showed earlier how to make. It's pretty simple. Alright, so once you do that, you'll get your ME controller. You can place it next to your thing. Also, you're going to need power, so let's go ahead and power this baby up. Give me one of those. Set time, set 1000. Let me do that. Slash game rule. Do daylight cycle. False. Alright, let's turn off daylight cycle. And then slash difficulty 0. Let's do that for now. So that way they don't get in our way. Okay, so now we've got an ME controller and ME drive. So now what do we do? So next thing you're going to need is storage. So you're going to need storage cells. So if we go back to @applied once again, you will see these storage cells. So the first one is you're going to need quartz glass, redstone, 1K storage component, and 3 iron. So you know how to get the rest, but quartz glass, pretty simple. It's quartz dust with glass like that. And let's go back to the 1K. The 1K storage component, you need charged source quartz, which is what I told you to get earlier, and a logical processor, which is kind of a bit difficult to do. So we're going to need, let's go ahead and walk through this again. So let's get a silicon press. We need a silicon press. Give me a silicon press. Right there. Wait, no. Silicon press? Calculation press. Where is it? Silicon press. I will find you. Let's do silicon press. Okay, here we go. And then you need a piece of silicon. That will give you your printed silicon. So let's do that. Okay, so that's the bottom of the recipe. Hold on. So redstone. And then now we need a logical controller, which if we look that up, a logic controller. You need a printed logic circuit, which is an inscribed logic press and a gold ingot. So let's get our press here. So logic press, logic press, and a piece of gold. So gold. Okay. So put this in our logic press, gold. That will start making our printed logic circuit. And then you just set that over here, and bam, right there, logic processor. Pretty easy, pretty easy. So now I can get rid of that because I don't need it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get our 1K drive. 1K drive. Get a 1K drive here. Now you're going to wonder, hey, but I just went through all this stuff to, you know, craft the storage. Like, how do I access it, you know? Because, I mean, you're obviously going to want to access it. I mean, you've done a ton of things to make this stuff. So, one thing I suggest is, well, not really suggest, but you kind of need it, is a monitor. I personally prefer no, it's not a monitor, is it? Terminal. It's a terminal. You're going to need the terminal. I prefer the crafting terminal, but there are other things too. So, the crafting terminal, let's go ahead and craft it. So, you're going to need ME terminal, which is this. Alright. So let's go ahead and get the ME terminal out of the way. So let's get so you need illuminated panels, which require quartz glass, which we've covered before, glowstone dust, and an iron ingot. Pretty simple. So then if we come back here, you need to turn it into a bright one, which you just set it back in the crafting table once again. Yep, you use it for this. Okay, so now you need formation cores, which take logic processors, which we just crafted a second ago. Fluix dust, which is just by using your grindstone to convert it to dust, and then your charged Xyperus crystal. That makes 2 of those, and if we go back here, you need a logic processor, which is pretty simple. We showed you how to do that a second ago. So once you get that, so you get your terminal. Now you need to make a crafting terminal. So you get a crafting table, obviously that's easy, and a calculation processor. So calculation processor is a calculated circuit, which requires a calculation press and a pure Xyperus quartz crystal. So let's get a calculation press and a Xyperus quartz crystal. So get a calculated press with a pure Xyperus quartz. Take it over to our inscriber. Take our logic processor out. We do not need it. And we need our calculated. Put in our pure Xyperus quartz crystal. There you go, printed calculation circuit. And that's how you get to your crafting terminal. That's all you need. So, wait, you get the circuit, right? And then to uses, you need that and a piece of redstone and a printed silicon, which I've already shown printed silicon. So get printed silicon, printed silicon, that and a piece of redstone, right? And then this will start making your processor, or calculated processor. Yep. And then that will give you your crafting terminal. So let's put it right here, per se. Now we don't really have anywhere to put the monitor, so how do you think we're going to connect it up? So we need glass cables. Glass cable. So let's get that. The glass cable, let's just do white for now. It doesn't really matter too much. You get your Fluix cables. You need the Fluix glass cables. So that takes your quartz fiber, which we've shown before, and your pure, your crystals. So that's how you get that. So I'm just going to use the white ones. The white ones are pretty simple to make. You just take 8 of those and put a white dye in the middle. So let me get some of those. So you're going to take your cable, set it on top. Now you're going to set your monitor on that. There you go. What in the world is it doing? Now you should have absolutely nothing. Why is it not working? Oh, okay, here we go. Yep, it's working. I'm not sure what that glitch was. But anyway, as you can see, I can store stuff. We can take it out. But now, let's say you want to upgrade your storage, you know. Maybe you don't have, maybe 1K is not enough. So let's just clear out my inventory here for a second. So let's say, you know, let's get like a couple stacks of cobblestone, because that will fill up your ME system real quick. So let's just put it in our cobblestone. Let's get some more cobblestone here. Alright, so this should be enough to fill up our storage. So what's happening here, right? Alright, so you've only used 232 bytes. However, there's 1,000 items in here, so that doesn't really make any sense, but it works. So pretty much the point is, if you have a lot of stuff, it's not gonna take long for you to fill up your ME storage. So let's just go ahead and take this out here. Alright, let me just go ahead and kind of get this out here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can remove it. So pretty much you just want to upgrade your storage, right? Because I mean that filled up about a fourth of it already with just, you know, a couple stacks of cobblestone. So what you can do is take your drive out. You can use it to upgrade. So uses. Okay. Alright, let's go back to applied. So at applied. To get the 4K one, you're going to need to do the same recipe, but get a 4K ME storage. To get 4K ME storage, you're going to need redstone, and you're going to need 3 1K storage, which is like this. So it's pretty self-explanatory, and then you just keep leveling up through the tiers. So you're going to 16K, you're going to need a 16K storage component, which takes 3 4Ks, an engineering processor, and the 4Ks take that. So you pretty much get the point. But yeah, so let's go ahead, so let's say, you know, we're maxed out, we've got all these 64K drives. Let's just set them in here for now. Let me go ahead and set them. Alright, so let's just say, you know, even this isn't enough storage, even though I've got like a ton of storage. Like, hopefully no one could use this much, but let's just say I need more storage. Well, just craft yourself another ME drive. It's pretty simple. You just craft another one, and then you just get some drives. So, kind of, you know, do this. All right, and then you can just set them in the drives in here, and there you go. They are set in there. So now, this whole ME system is using all of these drives right here. Pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, that's pretty much it for applied energistics. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So that's going to be just about it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more awesome videos like this one, because they'll be coming out more often. Also, Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone had a nice Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. And I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.